Would you like to rewire your brain to automatically attract everything that you want while you're asleep? Yeah, you heard that right. Rewire your brain to attract everything you want while you're asleep. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into how to actually make that happen. Number one, no negative images, emotions, or sounds that are contrary to the images that you desire in your life. It's important to know that you actually can hear 40 decibels below earshot. So beyond what you can consciously hear, it goes 40 more decibels below. And that's significant because your subconscious mind and your brain picks that type of stuff up. So what I used to do is always fall asleep with the television on. And then there's nothing wrong with entertainment. But you have to understand that just before you go to bed, your conscious mind is gone. Your conscious mind represents only 5% of your life. Your conscious mind says, I want to make $100,000 this month. I want to manifest my soulmate. I want to live in my dream house. I want a new job. Your conscious mind says that. 95% of your life is governed by your subconscious, your unconscious mind, your habitual mind, and 70% of it is negative and redundant. Your conscious mind is out of the way just before bed, so only your subconscious mind is there. Now, your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. So what do you think when the television is on, even in the other room, when your spouse or your roommate is listening to it? If you don't have earphones on or something, what do you think is happening? Those ideas and images and words are imprinting information into your subconscious mind. And that is the worst thing that can ever happen, because you need to be able to consciously rewire and retrain your brain before bed, not allow outside stimuli to do that for you. So number one, make sure the television is off. Make sure that the television in the other room is off, or that you can't hear it. Make sure there is not outside stimuli that is not directly in alignment with what you want, interfering with you just before you fall to sleep and reprogramming your subconscious mind contrary to the way that you truly desire. Number two, visualize yourself already there. So it's important to understand when we say retrain your brain, what we're speaking of is every time you have a thought, what's happening is you're activating nerve cells and brain cells. You're firing certain brain cells. So when you have a similar thought pattern or similar circumstances in your life, you're firing the same nerve cells, the same brain cells. Now, there's a term in neuroscience called Hebb's Law. Hebb's Law simply states that brain cells that fire together wire together. Your brain hardwires in the habitual ways you think, feel, and the results of your life. So if you're used to being in debt, or you're used to not having the amount of money that you want to make, or you're used to not feeling that confident, or being stuck in something that you don't want out of your life, or feeling like you can never attract romantic relationship, those outside circumstances and or your reaction, your thought patterns in response to them, wire your brain. So psychologists tell us that by the time we're about 18, 20 years old, our brain is pretty much hardwired. That's why it is impossible for most people to change when they get older in life, because the brain wires in a certain way. Now, the only way to change that is conscious attention on firing new brain cells, hence visualizing yourself already there. We've already stated in the last section that your conscious mind is gone. So you have direct access to your subconscious mind before you fall asleep. Now, your subconscious mind carries that energy, imprints it while you're asleep, and you wake up in that energy pattern. So here's what I do before I go to bed. I close my eyes and I see myself in whatever it is that I'm intending to manifest. So whether it's you with your soulmate, or you with making more money, or whatever it is, but the key distinction here is this: everything is two things, the presence of it or the absence of it. Now, a lot of people visualize, but they're visualizing out of the absence of not having it. I really wish I had this thing. Now I have to open my eyes and come back to reality, and I'm broke, and I don't have my soulmate, and I don't like the life I'm in. They're focusing on the lack of what they want. They're thinking about it, but they're thinking about it from a place of lack, as a place of, there's two things. Everything is the presence or absence of what you want. The law of attraction is a secondary law to the law of vibration. The vibration you're in is what's hardwiring and training your brain. What energy are you in when you're visualizing out of, I wish I had this thing? What you're doing is firing brain cells that say, I don't have the money, you don't have the soulmate, you don't have the this. It's further enforcing the brain the way that you don't want, and all the brain does is spit out that reality over and over and over again. So we say, this isn't working. So visualizing yourself already there. And what I do when I'm focusing on success visualizations and things like that is I use all of my senses. It's really important that you do that so you can really engage yourself in the imagery there so that your nervous system responds to it. Because when your senses are engaged, it stimulates your nervous system. When that happens, it's engaging and firing brain cells because your brain is saying, oh, something's happening here. So it starts firing in a different way. And then utilizing Hebb's law, which says brain cells that fire together wire together. When you do that over a sustained period of time, when you engage your nervous system in a new way, when you engage your senses in a new way that's in alignment with what you want, you start to activate those brain cells and they start to create a new neurological pattern in your brain. So what I do to engage my ears is I have a success hypnosis that I've listened to for about 6 years. I recorded it myself for this exact intention. It's worked really well for myself and a lot of people now, like 75,000 people have used it. You can download that and use that while you're doing it. It's jakeshypnosis.com down below. So I'll use that for my hearing. So that's engaging me totally into that state. I even use noise canceling headphones sometimes. I'm getting involved in seeing it clearly. I'll practice looking at an object like my vision board that's, I used to always manifest and focus on this channel blowing up. And I would see it with 100,000 subscribers and I would see it and I would focus on an actual printed image out of Google Images of 100,000 YouTube subscribers. And then I would stare at it for a minute and then I would close my eyes and I would drop into it. So if you're not great at visualizing or imagery, use a physical prop. Print out a Google image or a picture of what you want or your vision board. Look at it for a minute or two and practice closing your eyes and seeing it. This way you're really engaging your senses, your nervous system, so you can fire different brain cells to retrain your brain to be an automatic magnet to the things that you desire in your life. Number 3, release the day and its negative emotions. Just let it go. Be present with me here in this moment. I invite you to be present with me here in this moment. I invite you to just let your shoulders relax. Take a deep breath in and out with me. Smile. Just let go whatever's going on in your life. Just let it go. Just be here with me right now. Be here with me right now. Feel the smile on your face. Feel yourself present. Just let it go. Send love to everyone. Anyone that's stressing you out. See the love coming out of your heart into your life. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now this is what I do before bed. Practice letting go of the day. You don't want to carry the stress into the subconscious mind when you could be programming it to train the brain to activate new brain cells, to rewire your brain for what you want. You don't want to bring the stress and negativity into that and have that start to reaffirm old neurological patterns of negativity and stress and worry. So release the day. Send love to the people in your life that are stressing you out, because if you don't, that stuff controls you. So don't be afraid. Let it go, release it, all is well in this beautiful life. Number 4, hypnotic writing. I use hypnotic writing. Hypnotic writing is essentially you can hypnotize yourself by accessing the subconscious mind, putting yourself in a trance where you're not thinking about much. So I have a journal. I listen to that same hypnosis that I mentioned down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's free. You can use it. And I'll put that in with my noise canceling headphones and then I'll start writing. where I'm in present tense. I'm so grateful now that. That's the starting line that I recommend that you use. I'm so grateful now that, ... And then start. And you start writing your life in the present tense. And you go for about 20 minutes, you can really drop in. And what you're doing is using hypnotic writing. You're using a different medium to engage the brain cells in order to start to fire new brain cells, to hardwire the brain in a new way. So quite literally, you can use the hypnosis and you sit down and you write, I'm so happy and grateful now that I've attracted this amazing dream house and my soulmate, and I feel so inspired for this and that, and you're going and you set the timer for about 10 to 20 minutes so you can actually drop in hypnotic writing to reprogram the brain. The next thing that's very important is a nightly reading routine. This can just be 10 minutes, right? Because it's also really important that you are putting yourself in a position to relax the nervous system and the body so that you can go to sleep and be susceptible to the new ideas and ways that you're implanting and retraining the brain. And so I have a nightly routine of reading that just 15 minutes, read a few pages. What you're doing is you're reaffirming what you want. Now, I don't read just anything. I only read the books personally that are in alignment with what I'm wanting to attract. Self-help, personal development, finance books, happiness books, or whatever the case may be. Now, fiction is great. I know Tim Ferriss reads fiction before bed, author of the 4-Hour Workweek. My fiance does as well. So whatever works for you, but you want to, the point of it is more to relax the nervous system so that when you're closing your eyes before bed and you step into the visualization of yourself already being there, you're totally relaxed so that you can step in and so that you can take that image to sleep more quickly. Okay, the next one is very important. No phone, no computer. I put my phone on airplane mode every single night or turn it off. I do that at least an hour before bed, oftentimes long before that. Now, this is very important because I used to do this all the time, and I know most people do. They leave their phone on next to them while they are trying to go to bed. The phone vibrates, they roll out of bed, or the phone beeps, they roll out of bed and they look at it, right? They can't sleep, so they stare at their phone screen. What is that doing? It's sending a bunch of really strong light that's keeping you more stimulated. You want to relax the conscious mind, not continuously engage it before sleep, especially if you're trying to retrain your brain. This is vital. This is very, very, very important. So practice putting your phone on airplane mode. Practice turning your phone off. I don't sleep with it in the same room as me. I put it in the living room on the other side of the house. And I put my alarm clock on high so it'll wake me up in the mornings. I get up early and publish the videos and get going on my day, but I do not leave it next to me. I personally don't even think the phone should be in the same room as you when you sleep. I think with the frequency outputting that's going on, but make sure that it's off. It's off, it's off. And this is gonna help you wake up earlier. When your phone's right next to you in the morning and you set your alarm and you wake up to it, what do you generally do? You hit the snooze button, you go back to sleep. When you get out of bed, kind of wake up. So make sure your phone's on airplane mode or off. Don't scroll social media or the internet or read articles on the phone just before sleep. That's not the way that you relax the conscious mind to retrain the brain. And last but not least, give thanks to the universe for your beautiful, awesome, magnificent life. You look around the room and you say, I'm so grateful for the abundance that I have warm sheets or a clean place to sleep, and I've got this beautiful air to breathe, and I've got this pillow that's gonna, you dive into all of that. So much thanks and appreciation. To he who have, to she who have, more is given, right? That's the way it works. When we're in a place of abundance, we attract more abundance into our lives. The only way to truly get in a place of abundance is to be grateful and find gratitude and find pleasure and appreciation in the things in your life right now, even if you're focusing on attracting new things. So look around and play the gratitude rampage game where you look around and you're looking for all the things you're grateful for and excited about in life. And then what you do after you're in that energy is you give the commands to your subconscious mind in your brain. I intend to attract $100,000 in 2018. I intend to attract my ideal soulmate. I intend to attract the perfect job, right? Whatever your intentions are, you give the command to the subconscious mind and the brain. You have to understand that your subconscious mind and your brain are a machine. Now, they're a machine that are designed in order to serve you. Why? Because when you program them the way that they want, they will automatically create what you want. Why? Because 95% of your life is subconscious, is unconscious. And so if your mind, we have 65,000 thoughts in a day. So 70% of them are negative and redundant. But if you had 65,000 thoughts that were programmed towards success and abundance and love and happiness and joy and contribution and creativity, if automatically your brain was programmed for those things, how awesome would your life be? It would be crazy awesome. So in the same way that a thermostat, you set the thermostat for 65 degrees, but you open all the windows and 90-degree outside air comes in, what happens? The thermostat kicks in, it sends even colder air out through the air conditioning system to combat the warm air to keep you at 65 degrees. Well, your subconscious mind and your brain work the same way. They're a machine that when they're programmed, they do nothing but operate the way they've been programmed. So when you are setting an intention is the same thing as setting the thermostat for 65 degrees. So you make commands, you tell your subconscious mind and your brain what the intention is, and you repeat that. You repeat it at night, you repeat it in the morning, and you give it the command consistently. In due time, it will obey. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com talking about law of attraction, sleep technique to reprogram, retrain, and rewire your brain to automatically attract what you want into your life. Be sure that you download my free success hypnosis down below, jakeshypnosis.com down below. Use that. Have an amazing day, and thank you for watching this video. Okay, thank you for watching. If you're here on Facebook, make sure that you like my page. That's how you're going to get notified for new videos and other awesome things that I do to give away. And if you dig this video, make sure you hit the share button. Right over there, hit the share button to share this video to inspire more people like this video. Comment down below, best day ever. Today can be the best day of your life, time where everything starts to shift. So comment down below, best day ever. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have an absolutely beautiful day. I look forward to sharing more with you. So like this page to stay notified for more and share this video. Thank you.